it is finally time to organize my shoe collection. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is JJ. So I recently moved. I downsized from an apartment which I shared with my ex-partner to a room in a rented house, and I've had to declutter a lot. So if you saw my wardrobe purge video, you'll know that I've already downsized all of my clothes, sorted through that. The shoes are basically the only thing left. My room is actually looking really good, really homely at the moment, except for this junk behind me. Like, this corner of my room is driving me insane. And I don't know when this video is going to go out, but as I'm filming this, it is currently the first week of December, and I really don't want to like take this clutter into the new year with me. So we're just going to sort it out today. Not going to stop until it's done. I'm literally going to force myself to get this job done. So I feel like shoe organization is like pretty self-explanatory. I don't really need to give too much more of an intro. Basically, I'm just going to get all the shoes out of these bags, see what we've got, go through them one by one. I'll decide whether I'm keeping them, donating them, and then the kind of criteria for that is going to be, have I worn it recently? Are they falling apart? Do they align with my personal style? Those are kind of like the main three things I'm looking at. If the answer is no to any of those things, like no, I haven't worn them in a while, no, they're not in good condition, no, they don't align to my style, then they're gone. Like, we're being ruthless. They need to be gone because I frankly do not have the space. So if you are like decluttering with me, you've got this on in the background whilst you're sorting through your own shoe collection, I hope that like this can inspire you to also be ruthless, because guys, we really need to clean our spaces. Like, clean space, clean mind, okay? Let's go. I don't know how to start. I don't know if I should just like literally just pour all the shoes out, or whether I should just take them out like one by one. Because at the moment, I don't even know like how many I have. Is it even important to know how many I have, I guess? Maybe I should just go one by one. Okay, no, let's just release the shoes. So I've got all these. Like, one of the reasons I need to do it is because like I'm going home for Christmas soon and I need this suitcase back. So, okay, we need to get rid of these. And then I've got 2 bags here and another bag here behind me. So there's a lot. There is a lot. Okay, I think I'm going to take a second just to sort this into some kind of like manageable system, and then we'll start going through this like one by one before moving on to the other bags. Okay, so I've moved the suitcase. I feel like I've got some space. There are 11 pairs of shoes just in that one suitcase, which is actually less than I thought. So maybe I'm not quite the shoe hoarder that I thought. I do still have another 3 bags to go through though. I'm just looking at the shoes around me and already I'm like, it's going to be so hard to get rid of any of these, but I know that I have to because I just don't have the space. I just hope that I don't love the stuff that's in the rest of the bags as much as I love this stuff. So first of all, I'm just going to start with these. These are 100% staying. Like, you cannot go wrong with knee-high black boots. Like, fashion staple, I wear them all the time. Staying. They're not the easiest things to store though, because, you know, like boots don't tend to fit on like a shoe rack or whatever, so I don't know, but I love them, so they have to stay. Next up, I have these, which are from Irregular Choice. The heel is like a unicorn, and the rest of the shoe is this really pretty, like coral pink color. It's got this little bow. Obviously, these are like one of the nicest pairs of shoes I own. Like, these are stunning, right? We can all agree on that. So I've got to keep them. Like, I don't wear them that often, but they're not the kind of shoe that you would wear that often, if you know what I mean. But yeah, there's no way I could ever get rid of those. So we will keep those. Next up, I have these little black ankle boots. I think they kind of come under the same category as the black ankle boots. Like, these are kind of like an everyday staple that you can't go wrong with them. So keeping those. It's gonna be so hard for me to let go of things. I already know it. All right, so these are cute as hell. They're like these little purple snow boots, but can you see how worn down the heel is? I clearly walk like an absolute lunatic because it wears down on like one side. These are completely worn down. I have a feeling they might even have a hole in somewhere. Like, yeah, so this one there's a hole there, so I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, they're pretty much dead, which is a shame because I think basically last winter I just wore them to death. They were so comfortable. I might try and like replace these at some point, but these are my first ones that are gonna go. I actually don't know where to put the ones that are gonna go. Like maybe I should have a bag on the go or something. I don't know. Okay, next I've got these. These are some cute little pumps with this like cherry printed, it's like a digital print kind of design on it. I've had these a really long time, but I feel like I wear these a lot. They're not the most comfy, but I do find myself like reaching for them a lot. I think maybe they just go with a lot of the dresses that I have, and they're like a really fun way to like put a bit of pop of color into an outfit. So I do find myself like wearing these a lot, so they're gonna have to stay. Okay, next up I've got, this looks crazy. I've got these are sandals, and you can't really tell. I'll put a picture of me wearing them up, but like this kind of twists around the ankle. Love the color of this. They are quite dirty. I don't know how, I don't even know if you can see that, but there's like a few marks. I don't think they're the most waterproof, and I think maybe I've gotten them a bit wet. I don't know how to clean that. I might try and clean that, because otherwise I'd say they're in decent condition. And I wear a lot of green, especially in the summer, so I'm going to have to keep these. I'm so sorry, guys. I promised I was going to be ruthless. It is really hard. I think shoes are my weakness, I'll be honest. More than clothes, I'm a shoe girly. Like, I know a few years back, I definitely had like over 100 pairs, and I already cut down from that. Oh God, it's so hard. I didn't think it would be this hard. Okay, then I've got these, which they've got this little, the strap goes across like that. I don't know if you can see it, and they've got this cool like devil girl kind of design. It kind of reminds me of like a bit of rockabilly, I guess, kind of fashion. But there's like, now that I'm looking at them, there's a lot of damage on these. Like you can see like some of the design is like wearing away in patches. There are scuffs on the glitter. It's a shame. They're so nice, but I think they're just like there again, there's a big bit where the thing's gone. I think they've just like, they've lived their life. They've had their day. I think they're gonna have to go. They're so nice. They're like, I wish I could re-buy them, honestly. But I think I've worn them to death. I think they've reached the end of their life. Like, I can't even remember where they were from if I did want to re-buy them. They were probably like, I think they were from like an independent kind of designer. I don't know. Okay, then we've got these Cinderella shoes. Again, these are by Irregular Choice. They've got this clear heel with Cinderella in, and let me see if I can get this working. This is such a like novelty, it's ridiculous, but hang on. So you wind it up and she starts turning. Can you see that? She's like spinning around. Not very fast. I think I needed to wind it more, but she's dancing, you guys. Yeah, I love these shoes. Honestly, these are more art than they are shoe. Like, and I do wear these on special occasions. These always come out for like weddings, for anything basically where I have to be fancy or whenever I want attention, let's be honest. They're like also, the soles aren't too bad considering how long I've had these and how much I've worn them. There's like this beautiful detailing on the sole as well. And the ribbon, I love everything about these. Definitely keeping these. And like, honestly, it's so sad that they've been locked away in a bag. Like, I really do need like a shelf or something so that I can put these on display. All right, these, I'm so torn about these. So these are like these pink combat boots. They're kind of like in a alligator skin kind of style. Obviously they're not, they're like vegan. Black lace up, big chunky sole. Like, I love these. I do wear these a lot. I know I say that about everything, but I really do. But look at all that. Like, I don't know how well you can see that, but like it's scuffed a lot. I actually think the black would come off. I just need to clean that up a bit. But I'm kind of concerned about the colors come off there. Again, this one, I think the black scuffs will come off. So it really is just that one little patch. And I do wear them a lot. But I did say I would get rid of anything that was like falling apart and damaged. I don't think one patch counts as falling apart though. Like, I think there's still a lot of wear out of these. I'm so bad at this, my God. I'm gonna keep them. Another set of irregular choice shoes. These are, I always call them my Bambi shoes, but that actually isn't Bambi. It's just some random deer. But yeah, they're so cute. They've got these little cherries. They've got the little deer print all over. The heel is a deer. The sole, you can't really see the design on the sole anymore, but that's not really an issue, is it? So these ones I don't wear as much as my other irregular choice shoes, I will be honest. I haven't worn them in a really long time. Which makes me think maybe I should part with these. But again, they're so cute, and I feel like if I had these on a shelf, they just bring me joy to look at. Can shoes be decoration and art, and you keep them for that reason rather than to wear them? Or am I just being like insane? I'm gonna keep them, not because I wear them, but because I like to look at them. Okay, so that was the first bag. So out of those 11 pairs of shoes, I've parted with 3, which is not a great ratio, but I feel like all my fun shoes were in that bag. I don't think the rest of my shoes are that fun, or maybe they are. I have such problem with object permanence. I have no idea what is in these bags. Yeah, I cannot bring myself to part with any of those though. So we've gotten rid of 3 pairs so far. Okay, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull things out of this bag one by one. I think there's about 5 pairs of shoes in here. First up, these. These are so uncomfortable. Like, I love the way they look, and I have some outfits that just like, these are absolute fire with, but they are so uncomfortable. I find it really hard to walk in them. I think I am going to keep them though, just because I know that I have outfits that like, these complete the look, so I feel like I need to keep them for that reason, and just grin and bear the pain. Okay, these are, I'm gonna have some kind of like crisis now, because I think I've owned these for about 10 years, so they're very old. They cost a lot. At the time, you couldn't get this brand in the UK, so I had to import them from the US. These are, I think the brand is called Why Are You? You can get them in the UK now, which makes me think actually these might be even older than 10 years old. I don't know, they were old, but they used to be bright white. I don't know how well you can see that, but like they're definitely not white anymore. They are dirty. I have a feeling like I had to repair them at one point, like maybe it was the other one. Yeah, so I remembered that happened. I keep like trying to super glue it down and it just doesn't really work, and it keeps, I'll be walking along and then like all of a sudden half my foot is hanging off. Yeah, so obviously these need to go, but I'm sad about it. I'm gonna grieve these shoes because they were expensive and they were gorgeous. I did get a lot of use out of them though, to be fair. They made me feel like Baby Spice when I wore them. Bye bye shoes, I loved you. And I've got these platform sneakers. Again, I completely forgot that I owned these. They're okay. They were from a website that kind of makes cheap knockoffs, if I'm being honest with you. So they weren't good quality to start with, and now they're very dirty. They're starting to like peel in some places, and I forgot that I had them, so I obviously do not wear them. So I think they're going to go. I don't know, I mean, the damage on them isn't that bad actually, and if I just washed them, they might be all right. So I might put these on my Vinted account and actually sell these. I will link my Vinted down below in case you're interested. I'm going to clean them up obviously first. If they survive the washing machine, then I might sell them. These are some little daps that I actually got these for free. This was like a collaboration with the brand. They sent me 2 pairs of shoes for free, and this was one of them. They are quite dirty. So again, these need to go in the washer, but I don't think they have any holes or anything, so I will keep them because They're not really my style, I'll be honest. Like, I don't wear a lot of flat shoes, but they are useful for like, if I just need to run to the store real quick, you can just slip them on. Or if I need to like take the bins out, or like, they're chore shoes, okay? Like, they're shoes for doing chores, because you can't do everything in heels. So I feel like it's good to have at least one like practical pair of shoes. So I will keep them for that reason, but they do need to go in the wash. Okay, next up, I've got these babies. Absolutely love these. Again, they are looking a little dirtier than I would like, but I think a bit of cleaning, I think it's just where they've been in the bag, like rubbing up against the other shoes. I think like a bit of a wipe down and they should be fine. These remind me of like something like a Bratz doll would wear. I love it. I haven't worn these in a long time, but now I'm looking at them, I'm just like reminded of how much I love them. And they are surprisingly comfortable as well. I'm trying to think what I have in my closet that I can wear this with though, now that I think about it. There's got to be something. I can't part with them. I need to keep these. But again, I think they do need a bit of love and a bit of a tidy up, but we'll make it work. So that's another bag gone. So out of that lot, I managed to get rid of 2 pairs of shoes. So far I've managed to part with 5. I need to get better at this. I need to get better. Next bag. I don't know how many pairs are in here. It feels like quite a lot actually. So first up, I've got these little sequined ankle boots. These were such a fun pair of shoes and they've done me like really well, but sadly there's a hole there on the toe and I think that's on both. So they both have holes on the toes. So again, I've just worn these to death. So they are gonna go. Then I've got these. These were from Misguided, I think. They've got gold heel and this white alligator snakeskin kind of texture. They do look a bit like stripper shoes, I will admit, but I love them. These are like a go-to. I wear them all the time for like a going out outfit. So keeping these. Here we go, got these white kind of platforms with this little ankle tie buckle thing. These are in good condition, like there's nothing wrong with them. I don't think I've worn these in years. And I don't see myself kind of starting to reach for them again. So these are ones that I am going to say goodbye to, but there's nothing wrong with them. So I'm going to give them a little wipe over and I'm going to put those on my Vinted. Then I've got these cute little peep toe slingback wedge things. I think this was a collaboration between Giles Deacon and one of the high street stores. I want to say New Look. So that was a while ago. These are old. I'm sure it was fashionable at the time. It's just giving peak like 2012. How long have these been in my closet? So I'm gonna get rid of these. They do have some stains as well, so I don't think I could even sell them. Yeah, there's like a pretty big stain on that one. I'm just gonna bin these. Okay, then we've got some flip-flops. These are getting pretty old now, but I think these are the only flip-flops I own, so I'm gonna have to keep them. Next up, I have these jelly shoes. Guys, tell me, is it ridiculous for a 34-year-old woman to wear jelly shoes? Pink glittery jelly shoes at that. It might be, but I love them, so I'm gonna keep them. Oh no, okay, so I just pulled the other one out of the bag and like the sole has split here. I don't know if that's like, if they were all bent up like that where they're being stored, but they've got these massive split and now the toe is pointing up, so I am actually gonna have to bin them, which makes me incredibly sad. I'm very heartbroken. That was a bummer. Oh my goodness, these I had genuinely forgotten existed. They are like little blue, they're not even ankle boots, they're like, I don't even know what you would call these. Little blue boots of some variety. They've got this part is weird, like the tongue bit is like fluffy. I don't really like that. And I've just noticed there's like a huge hole here. So these are gonna go. It's a shame, they were kind of cute, but they need to go. Okay, that's another bag done. And I feel like the pile of like discarded shoes is growing, so that does make me happy. Oh my God, there's so many in this one. Okay, these are fun. So these are by Sugar Baby. They are like this, what is this material called? Is it PVC? PU? It's like this plasticky material. super pink, candy themed. So it's got this like candy necklace kind of charm that goes around your ankle. But the big problem is it's only got one of its candy charms left. The one on this one has gone. And I think I remember what happened. So I lent these to a friend and she like snapped it. So I don't even have like the beads to replace it. So I don't know, because you can't really wear them without it. Like I feel like my foot would just like slip right out. And obviously they wouldn't match and it would have this loop on the back. It would just look stupid without it. But it feels like such a shame to like get rid of these shoes just because the ankle strap is gone. Like that feels really wasteful to me. But saying that, she broke these like 4 years ago and I've not worn them since. So that is also wasteful. I think it's really sad because these were so cute, but I think I'm gonna have to say goodbye to them. It makes me really sad to say that, but like, I don't know, because I don't know where I would be able to get these beads, these exact beads to fix it. And I also don't know if I can be bothered, so that's sad, but these are gonna have to go. Why do I get so emotionally attached to my shoes? Like, I'm putting way too much emotion into this. I need to just like detach from my shoes. They are not people, they're shoes. So then I've got these little, I don't know how to make that stand up, but they're like velvet red boots with a gold heel. These are originally by Misguided. If I remember correctly, I've only worn these a couple of times because they're quite narrow on the toe and I have quite wide feet, so they actually are very uncomfortable for me. But there's nothing wrong with them. Like I said, I've only worn them a couple of times, so I'm gonna sell these. Okay, then I've got these. Very long boys. These are like some suede style, not real suede, but suede style like thigh-high boots with a little tie around the top, grey. Like these are nice. I'll wear these again. I'm gonna keep these. Actually, I don't know. I'm having second thoughts about these boots now because I don't remember the last time I wore them. And I did say if I haven't worn them and I don't wear them often, I should get rid of them. And I don't think I've worn those in years. But they are cute. I've already kept one pair of boots that's uncomfortable just because they look cute. But those ones I do wear. But these ones I don't wear. And I think the reason I don't wear them is because they are a little bit uncomfortable. Okay, having second thoughts about these. I can't remember what was uncomfortable about them. It might be that like this bit keeps falling down and that would get on my nerves. I'm gonna sell these. I am actually gonna sell these. I'm gonna be, in the interest of space, I don't wear them, so I need to part with them. I feel like they do go with like the new style that I'm trying to cultivate though. But then I can't keep something just because it has potential. No, I'm gonna sell these. I'm gonna put them over here now before I change my mind again. Then we've got these little crushed pink velvet heels with, oh my gosh, can you see how much dust is coming off of these? They've got like these little feathery bits which tie around the ankles, which is now coming off everywhere. But they are looking incredibly grubby and the feathers appear to be disintegrating. So I'm actually gonna get rid of these. I think I've worn them to death and I'm getting feathers everywhere, which is already driving me insane. We've got these. I love this style of shoe, like this big clunky ugly shoe. For me, this is just like a perfect go-to like casual dress up shoe, if you know what I mean. So keeping these. We've got these like snake print and netting and pink suede. Like there's a lot going on here. These are a really fun shoe, but I mean, they're still in good condition, but I just don't wear them as much. Like I just don't find myself reaching for them. I really don't wear stilettos much these days. I think I've just outgrown my stiletto era. I think I'm going to sell these. Okay, again, these are like peak 2012. Don't they look like something Lady Gaga would have worn? These like leopard print wedges. Nothing wrong with them. I just do not see myself wearing these ever again. So I think I'm going to sell these. I don't know if anyone else will ever wear them either. So who knows if they actually will sell, but it's worth a go. Then I've got these, again, kind of like chunky, I don't even know what you would call these, just a chunky sandal with this giant buckle thing on it. I mean, it's okay. It's got a little bit of damage, just nothing too bad. I just don't really wear them, and I don't see myself kind of reaching for them. Like, I'm just not in love with it, you know? I think I will get rid of this. I will probably, I mean, there's a little bit of a damage on it, but I could probably still sell it. I've got these blue stilettos with like the blue suede and then the metallic. Nothing wrong with these. These are perfect condition. But again, I haven't worn them in years. I really just don't wear stilettos anymore. I'm just outgrown the stiletto phase of my life. I don't know. Not a stiletto girly. It is what it is. So these are going to go. These are absolutely covered in pink feathers from those other shoes. I used to wear these all the time. Like, again, they're just like a comfy shoe. I wear a lot of green, so they go with a lot of my outfits. But you can see they're getting like really damaged. I think they've had their day. So I think these are, yeah, like that one's even worse. They're gonna have to go in the bin, unfortunately. Hopefully I can find another pair like this though, because they're just like, they just go with so much that I own, but I have quite literally like worn them to death. So I need to throw those out. We are on to the final bag, and I've actually gotten rid of a lot now. Like the first couple bags, I didn't think I was going to part with much, but like there is a massive pile behind this camera now of shoes that I've decided to get rid of. So I think this decluttering mission is successful. So let's keep going. Okay, these are new. They're a little dirty because I literally wore them like yesterday. Obsessed with these. They are just these white combat boots, because if you've been watching up until this point, you're probably like, does this girl just live in heels? Because I don't own any sneakers. That is because I am like, when it comes to everyday like flat shoes, I am a combat boots over sneakers kind of girl. Like I will always reach for boots rather than sneakers, as you can tell, because I have none. But yeah, these are my current go-to like everyday shoes. Like if I'm doing the grocery shopping, this is what I'm wearing. If I'm walking a dog, this is what I'm wearing. If I am going out for coffee, this is what I'm wearing. So obviously keeping these. And then on the same theme of combat shoes, I also have these. These are, they look like Doc Martens, but they're like a vegan version of, I think they're actually made out of like recycled tires or recycled plastic or something like that. And I think they were one of those where like if you make a purchase, they donate some money to like an animal wildlife charity. So these are amazing. I had another pair before these and I literally wore them until they fell apart, and then I repurchased. So this is actually like my second pair, and I think they are starting to get to the point where they're going to fall apart. I've noticed like my feet feel a bit damp sometimes when I'm out walking in this, so I feel like there must be a hole somewhere. The sole is slightly cracked there. I think that's where the water's getting in. So I think I'm going to keep them for now, just because I know how much I wear them. But in my mind, I'm going to have to make sure I only wear these when it's dry out. I think that's okay. I think I can do that. And then last but not least, these are the second pair of shoes that I got from the gifted collab that I did, that I told you about earlier. These are, honestly, they were so much nicer when I got them. Like the colors were bright. They've turned grey, and this one has like a hole. So these are for the trash. That was kind of a bummer to end on. But that's it. That's all my shoes. I think I'm going to do a final count, and I'm going to see how much I've like saved versus gotten rid of. I'm hoping the getting rid of pile looks really big, so I'm hoping I actually managed to get rid of more than I kept. Let me count it up and I'll get back to you. So I counted them up, and I have kept 16 pairs of shoes, and I've gotten rid of 20 pairs of shoes. Guys, I'm so happy. This has been a successful declutter. I did not think I could do it, but I did. So next up, I think I'm going to have to get some kind of storage system, some kind of shoe rack. I never know how to store shoes because, like, as you can see, like most of my shoes are not going to fit on a conventional shoe rack because they are like big, chunky chunky chunk shoes. Like, I love a chunky shoe, and they don't fit on a regular shoe rack. So I think a trip to IKEA might be worth go. I might like take, I think this might be one of my biggest chunkiest shoes. So I might like take this shoe with me to IKEA and just see like what storage situation it can fit onto, and then what can fit like in this space here behind me. But thank you so much for watching. Like, honestly, I don't think I would do these decluttering tasks if I didn't have like a video to make it for. Like, I literally could not motivate myself to do it if I wasn't filming it. So I do appreciate you watching, because it motivates me to actually get my shit together. So if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you've been like decluttering with me, like how your decluttering is going. Let me know if you have any ideas for shoe storage solutions. I would love to know that, because I really am at a loss. I think it's just gonna have to be some kind of like shelving system rather than like an actual shoe rack. But yeah, thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys. I'm just gonna actually show you the giant pile of shoes that was behind here. And this is the to keep pile. Ta-da!